Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Haru. Just touching bases with you. Wanted to interject some things I got going on for 2012, or 2012, 2015, bringing it in. I want to say Happy New Year's to you all. And it's roughly about 8:17 right now in Alaska time, so it's 9:15 Pacific time, etc., etc., etc. But I'm doing this a little before I actually go commute with a few people, a few family, friends, sit down and talk about some things, reflect on the years done past, the year that done pass, what's new on my agenda, on Haru Aman's agenda. It's definitely some things I want to consider reflecting on, basically the mindset of where Haru is, what he's been doing, how he's been stretching, some of the things he's actually been accomplishing during this year, even though it's been kind of a back and forth, because I've been from Washington to Alaska this last year. It's been crazy. It's been back and forth. So that duality in everything, think about that duality in everything. But I think the focus really for me has been it has been mind muscle connection. And what I mean by mind muscle connection, and I'm introducing a class, I'm going to be hosting a class, a free class, January 17th, 2015 at 40 Below Fitness, off of Davis Road, roughly at 2:15 to 3:15. And the basic idea is really open up minds, really start connecting people, allowing them to connect with who they are, with the now. You see what I'm saying? Just connecting the now. One thing I want to say is what I've been learning a lot within this particular realm of this year, this last reflection, has been really respecting what I put in my body, respecting what I give my body, respecting how I reflect with other people, how I respond with other people too. I have been coming back to Alaska, my so-called hometown. I don't really call it my hometown anymore. There's a lot of people I lost contact with, really don't have connection with a lot of people. I've been gone so long, haven't been there per se. Ideas, concepts, even likenesses. We all change. Time has changed. Obviously, I have changed. They have changed, my fellow friends and family. And some things I just can't get down with, and vice versa. I enjoy the commute, and I enjoy the sitting down with people and dialoguing. You know what I'm saying? Really getting an understanding of respect, of talking with people. We forgot that. We have left that. That's my opinion. I'm also very aware of what's going on with our outskirts, or the media, or this constitution, or whatever you want to come off of it. If you're a constitutionalist, if you're sovereign, if you this, if you that, whatever the case may be, so be it. The key element is really coming back to who you are, coming back to the soul, coming back to the Haru Aman, even though I am that I am. Some people just call me that. You feel what I'm saying? I am a brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm an uncle. You know what I'm saying? Some cases might be a pops. I don't know. I'm a friend. I'm a foe. You know what I'm saying? I'm a brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's just an understanding of how we looking at certain things, and just kind of bringing our focus back to us. See what I'm saying? Because it's two pinpoints. When you really think about it, it's two pinpoints. Yeah, and don't forgive the reggae in the background, because that's definitely some rhythm and rhymes. You feel me? That's some of the rhythm and rhyme, some of the feelings that I'm feeling right now with the reggae. But as well, like I was saying, to my point is that there's two concepts, or two elements within our so-called psyche. We got the psyche gland, and we have the heart gland. You feel what I'm saying? Or the organ. You feel what I'm saying? So these two elements have tremendous power. You feel me? They have tremendous power. And if we start utilizing that power, just like I was stating to a few other people, start paying attention, at least being aware of actually what's going on within your body, How's it responding to certain foods? How you responding to certain people, especially family members? You know what I'm saying? That's one crazy thing I have really realized too within family. It's like how split we are. And you know what's crazy about it? I was just thinking, why do we have to be successful or somewhat successful money wise, financially wise, you know, big house, nice ride, and all these so-called iconic things that make you successful when people actually want to sit down and listen to you? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Gandhi wasn't successful. He wasn't successful when you're talking materialistic. Let me say it like that. Materialistic, but heartfelt, soul-felt, consciousness. That brother was on point. You feel what I'm saying? He was on point. And there's many people like that who was on point, but never got the recognition till after they died or long time or this and that. You know, after they really start studying and researching what these folks were actually coming about or what they was representing. Because see, it's really about consciousness. The earth, Mother Earth, is telling us what's going on. And it's funny because it feel like, and obviously I'm duplicating this. I'm not saying nothing new. Nothing new with David Icke and David Icke, from David Icke to Mr. Cooper, William Cooper, to I mean, to the highest, to Manly P. Hall, to, you know, to Malachi York. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing new. This has all been said. It's just the whole point, what I've been feeling. So what I'm offering is a few things. I'm not here to sell you anything, even though I gotta become a salesman. Think about it. Martin Luther King was a salesman. Malcolm X was a salesman. You feel what I'm saying? Mahatma Gandhi was a salesman. You know what I'm saying? The best of them. Obama, he's a salesman. So these are elements we gotta start appreciating and understanding what's going on. I won't be successful until I start selling, start getting myself more exposed out here to let y'all know where I'm coming from, where my soul really is, where I'm really genuine. My soul is telling me, look, you need to help your fellow brother and man. You feel what I'm saying? Brother and woman. You feel where I'm coming from? My soul is saying, hey, look, set up an organization where you can touch as many people as you can. There's no ego here. I don't have no ego. Screw that ego. I don't need no power. You know, the only power I need is right up in here. Long as that heart is on the right place and the consciousness, that pineal gland is in the right place. Long as they harmonizing the balance within the chakras, as they say, the chakra system. As long as they're in balance, then I can be in balance with my fellow woman and man. You feel where I'm coming from? These are the elements that I'm resonating with. And I want to share this with you, with those who are in the like mind, where we can come together, where we can commute, where we can talk about concepts, where we can develop these solutions and put action to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not balling. I don't have a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's crazy, how we gotta, money dictates a lot of elements or a lot of movement too as well in this particular realm. Let me say it like that, in this particular realm, because we got other realms like the spiritual realm where it's unlimited. You feel what I'm saying? Unlimited potentiality, as Dr. Chopra would say. Potentiality, you know? But my point is, we need to resonate with the heart. We need to resonate with the pineal gland or the psychic gland. I'd rather call it the psychic gland or the love gland, where it just opens up. It sees, it wants the light. You see what I'm saying? It wants the light to awaken. You know, because there's so much to offer out here. You know what I'm saying? There's so much to offer. And it's funny too. One thing I want to say this too. And this is what I love about when you get more into consciousness. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. right? I don't know. Every time I'm digging deeper and deeper and deeper into consciousness, whatever it may be, study, just, what the psychic is thinking, how to work with people. When you're dealing with people, where's people's consciousness? Where's my conscious? How I'm feeling? You know what I'm saying? All these elements come in place. How to win friends and influence people. Dale Carnegie, you feel me? But my point is understanding that, overstanding that, and how it relates with each other or with us. You know what I'm saying? We have ears. Sometimes we tend to blab too much, and I tend to do that sometimes, and I want y'all to forgive me on that. Everybody out there who I ever came in contact with, forgive me if I talk too much, if I offend you, if I did something you didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Because how I'm looking at it is more of a respectful thing. See, and I think a lot of us forgot about the respectful thing. You know what I'm saying? People want their space, so you respect their space. You know what I'm saying? Like a man and woman, relationship wise. She might want her space. Give her space. Give her time. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand disconnect or detachment and attachment. We got to understand those elements as well. That's what's so crucial about life. It can be a little complex. You feel what I'm saying? If we allow it to. But really in the concept of it, it's really simple. You know what I'm saying? We stress for things that don't even have nothing to do with us. That's what's crazy. And you know who's and I would blame that on? I would blame that on the television set. I will blame that on these social issues where we got all these programming, all these so-called reality shows that are not reality. These are all made up to utilize and manipulate and put this and, okay, we're going to make the people think this way. The greatest concept of all, this is far none far as what my history, as far as my research has been done. When Orson Welles did that particular radio station or radio show, the War of the Worlds, it was genius. It was genius. Now think about that. They use that same concept today on the mind, on the psyche. You feel what I'm saying? On the heart. Making things so compelling. Think about it. You can go to a church right now. They'll break down every scripture you heard since you was born, right? Born in the church house. They still talk about that same particular issue and make it sound so compelling. But when you look into the truth, right? They say the truth shall set you free. But what truth is that truth? You see what I'm saying? That truth ain't in the Bible. That truth ain't in the Quran. You feel what I'm saying? It might be sprinkles, a little bit here, a little bit there. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously when we transfer or understand relating or translating to another language, and think about it, English, this is a bastard language. This is a language that's made up, and don't go in the black community, because they got a whole different dialect, right? Whole different dialect where you be like, what you saying, huh? And this goes across the board right now. It goes across the board right now. But my point is understanding that things has been translated into a language that is not of our own. A lot of us have been born here in America, obviously understanding the language they have given us, especially in this so-called organized institution of the school system, the educational system. What they have been giving us, teaching us English, yada yada yada. That's another thing. The lies my teacher told me. Go check that out. But my point is this: as you research, as you dig deeper within the Quran, within the Kabbalion, you know what I'm saying? Within other elements of the Torah, of other books. Basically, that's what it comes down to, people. It comes down to the books. That's what's so genius about it, because it's still in the books. They say, I remember even putting it up, put it in the book, black folks don't look. You feel what I'm saying? Put it in the book, white folks don't look. Put it in the book, people don't look. We rather go to YouTube, Google it, or Bing it, or Yahoo it, whatever you want to come with it, okay? It's the same concept. They putting it in the book so you won't take the time to develop the patience. Huh? The patience. I sat here the other day with my little sister. She's 10 years old, right? You know what I'm saying? I said, hey, let's do something creative. Let's sit down and listen to a book online and listen to how they get creative, how they paint the picture, how they tell you the story. That's what's so good about hip hop back in the day. You know, the Nas, the Rakim, the Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? They were storytellers. You know what I'm saying? Storytellers. That's a difference. Now, these concepts and these this and that, we kind of went our way, but then at the same time, we're dealing with star children. We're dealing with indigo children. We're dealing with this so-called ADD. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother subject matter. You know what I'm saying? We can break into. But my point is, we got to start pinpointing. We got to start taking care, mentoring. We got to get back to the mentor thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to the coaching thing. We got to get to the, hey, brother, this is what time it is. Hey, sister, this is what time it is. You know what I'm saying? This is what time it is. We're not doing that, especially as elders. The elders is not doing that no more. They're not giving that, because it is brothers like myself. I sit down in a minute, in a heartbeat, talk to the elders. What's up? What's popping? What was going on in your time? Tell me how you navigated during this period of time. Even though it's getting a little more extreme these days, because we got a lot of martial law issues. We got a lot of people that's relying on the government for every little thing in the book. That's what's crazy. Look, great example is Boys of Baraka, a great movie, a great documentary out there, been out since 2005, but it shows you the control, what's going on, how we lost, how we have given away everything, every aspect, every part of the being, every part of the being we have lost. Even though some has found, as they say, the lost shall be found, and the meek shall inherit the earth. But who's the meek? Who's the meek? It's not the Hebrew brothers. It's not these brothers. It's not this brother. It's within you. That's what it is. It's within you. When they say Jesus, they saying you are Jesus. You are Krishna. You are Buddha. You feel what I'm saying? You the Moses. Huh? If you want to go there, you the Akhenaten. You know what I'm saying? You the Kudumtatum. Kudapata. Huh? You are it. You are the one. Huh? You're the avatar. They talking about the avatar. Your avatar core too. You feel me? We're all these beings. This is us. This is our story. You feel what I'm saying? Go back to Never Ending Story and check that out again. And look at that. Huh? All these elements are you. That's the key thing. You're the empowered one. And that's what 2015 is about. 2015 is about the challenge is open up yourself. Be more aware of who you are. What you put in your body. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking up some tea right now. Fresh tea with some coconut in there. You feel me? And I'm going to drink. I'm going to take my sip and I'm going to be back with you. Love you. Like Stuart Wilde. I think his name is Stuart Wilde. Forgive me if I mess his name up. But he said a good thing too. He said it's understanding that, you're not going to be perfect. But the only thing you can do is love me. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only thing you can do is love me. If we start utilizing the love, focusing our energy on love, focusing our energy on positive, focusing our energy on how we can embrace each other, how we can help each other, how we can develop and focus the energy of building something together. Instead of going out spending our money on, okay, well, we want to spend this much money on fireworks. We want to do this much money on this. We're feeding so much into this system that the so-called rich are the 1%ers. And I love when they say that. The 1%ers are loving it. As long as they can feed you this BS. And that's what they're doing. They're feeding us all this crap. Keeping us occupied. Keeping our time down. Keeping it where we don't even make time. That's what's crazy. We don't even make time to just sit down. Sit down. for at least 10 minutes or more. Let me say 10 minutes or more, and just think. Just quiet. Let me just have silence for a minute. Even if you have to do it like my mom used to do something to us. You know, when you think about it, it's kind of interesting how your parents, when you were younger, how, you know, things change. You see how, you know, how they treat my little sister and how they treat my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, now, some things they shouldn't have kept. The parents, they shouldn't have kept that intertwined or inactive. You see what I'm saying? Because some things, like, for example, my mom used to have us take naps back in the day. We wonder, no, we don't want to take naps. You know, little kids, we tripping out. No, we want to stay up, boom, boom, boom. But taking naps, how instrumental that is for you as an adult today. You feel what I'm saying? How helpful will that be so you can energize yourself? You know what I'm saying? Naps. Here's another concept my mom used to do. I'm been influenced by music so much, and all of us are, but certain music, I'm like a musicologist. When it comes to music, I might not have the terms per se, but I know my music history. Let me say it like that. I know my music history, and I know elements of music. Let me put it out there like that. And the key thing, why I have this particular skill, I think, and I know, because of my mother, what she used to do. I grew up with the Marvin Gayes. I grew up with the Earth, Wind and Fires, you know, the Kool and the Gang, you know what I'm saying? And all these real artists, I mean, literally real artists where they can play. You feel what I'm saying? They know notation. They can tell you that's a C, that's a D, or whatever the case may be. That's the difference in today's society when you're talking music, because a lot of these so-called musicians, if they want to call themselves that, besides the besides people who actually play their stuff like D'Angelo and a few other people, I'm just naming a few people, but my point is this: getting an understanding of where they're coming from. The music, she used to sit us down and we just used to be quiet and listening to the music. You know what I'm saying? And for hours, my mom used to do this for hours, and we just listen to the music. That's why I'm into the music thing, but that's why I got that patience too. I can sit down in the background and just watch things. Just see, being aware. How's my surroundings? What's going on in my surroundings? Think about that. That's the whole point of reflection. That's the whole point of taking the time to sit down. Especially when it comes to, December 21st. Taking the time for you to sit down. Sit down. He was dead. He was dead for 3 days. Think about that. He was dead for 3 days. You're dead for 3 days. Sit down. Shut up. Listen to who you are. Listen to what's going on up in here. All up in here. You know what I'm saying? Where your heart, you can even count your heartbeats. Making sure it's on point. Making sure it's acting right. My ticker acting right. You feel me? These are certain elements I want people to start grasping in 2015. Because 2015 is going to be a little more harder. It's going to be a lot more rights getting violated. You feel me? These cops are not joking. And don't take me wrong, it's some great cops out there, not knocking that. You know what I'm saying? There's some great cops out there. But then at the same time, you got to understand what these guys are being trained to do. You feel what I'm saying? When they're running around with AK-47s for you, black man. Huh? For you, black boy. You feel what I'm saying? For you, nigga. It's crazy. Let's get it up here. We got to get smarter, man. At least when Menace to Society and all these movies that was coming out, they was putting out some points to the movies. You feel what I'm saying? And when you look at the end of the movie, or at the end of the movie, what happened? Obviously, the brother's dead, but it was a storyline behind it. It's a storyline saying, wake up, smell the coffee, or smell the tea. You feel me? I'm not Mr. Rogers here or anything to be your neighbor. But my point is, listen, hear, and forgive me. Like I said, all those who I actually had contact with, you know, throughout my life and throughout my career, I want y'all to know, forgive me. You know what I'm saying? If I did you wrong, did you bad, whatever the case, it's the past. You feel what I'm saying? That's why we have memories, to reflect. You know what I'm saying? But reflect, how can we do it better? That's the whole point about going through issues, the betterment yourself. You know what I'm saying? To succeed. What a brother said in One Thing, he said in the book One Thing, Keller Williams, he was stating, he said one thing that was really unique. He said, life is your employer. You feel me? Life is your employer. And the background, the crazy thing is, the journey comes to you. But then the good news, the bad news is, you go to the journey. Or you go through the journey. You feel what I'm saying? So it's how you respond to the issues. And that's really where it comes down. How you responding to when your mom is going off on you about something don't have nothing to do with nothing. And just how you respond to it. Okay, I'm going to take this to heart because you're my mother. You feel me? But at the same time, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? So why do we put this like a veil over it? You feel what I'm saying? Don't take me wrong. I love my mom. I love my dad. I love every element of whoever my family may be. You feel what I'm saying? My family's you. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's an understanding. Why do we keep these cloaks? You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jackson, keep it in the closet. Nah, some things you got to take out of the closet, brother. You got to get it out of the closet to be able to grow. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the key thing. That's why I'm here. That's one of the reasons why I'm back here in Alaska. You know what I'm saying? And it's a few elements, don't take me wrong, but that's one big issue. It's to create my patience, develop my patience with people, with friends, with everybody that's out there. And like I said, I'm going to try to make this short, about 26 minutes now, but it's all love. That's what I want to just express out there. I want y'all to forgive me for whatever I may did to you or whatever harm you, whatever the case may be. I want y'all to know I love you. It's all peace, it's all love, it's all happiness, 24/7, 7 days of the week. I'm doing my best, like I stated the other day. A lot of cats, a lot of people come up to me, what's your religion? Man, I don't have a religion. I don't believe in religion. If you want to go there, believe is not even a word in my vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? I want to take it back to the Gnostics. Take it way back before so-called religion was even existent. You see what I'm saying? That's what it was. I want to be that tree that was right there at the beginning of humanity, or that tree that was here right before the concept, the thought. Let me be the thought, huh? Because you're part of the thought too. We're all one. We're just remnants. We're just atoms. And this is what I would have loved. This is what I wanted to say for a show. Death. The concept of death. When you get more consciously within living, within the understanding of how life and death are one, they're one. There's no difference. When I die, when this physical body die, yes, this physical body is dead, but this soul within me just transfer. It just translate or transcends into a different form. You still got contact with me because I'm you. You feel what I'm saying? I live through you. Our spirits live on, regardless of how many deaths you had in your family or whatever the case may be. The spirit still lives on. The energy still lives on. You see where I'm coming from? Even the evilest dude, when you're talking evil dudes around all throughout life, our so-called history, whatever, they still live because we talk about them. You feel what I'm saying? Plus, you got to realize this computer I'm talking to you in, this is our ancestors. This calculator is our ancestors. This cup is our ancestor. This is the blood. These are other atoms. Huh? You feel me? Other atoms and Eves. And what they say, atom is broke down in 3. Huh? Proton, neutron, electron. See, I don't have to get all scientific with you, but at the same time, it's so simple concepts, and that's the problem in the educational system. They're not connecting the concepts, so you wondering, okay, what is algebra going to do for me? Nothing. Now, basic math, okay, we might be working with something. Now we're going to hook up the geometry. We're going to show you how geometry is worked, and then we're going to flip it over here and show you how physics work within this geometry. You feel what I'm saying? When you're walking down the street. when you're tying your shoe, when you even writing your name. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all an understanding. It's all an understanding. Because it's you. That's the crazy thing. You wrote this. You wrote your DNA. Like I wrote this DNA. I said I'm going to do this particular video, particularly at 8 something Alaska time, way up here. Look at that, man. I've been from Alaska to Florida to a few places, California. I haven't been to New York yet, but if anybody out there want me to come visit them, or set up something, speaking engagements, because I do a little couple things here and there. I talk about a lot of things about connecting life. I talk about a lot of elements of how we can work within the body, the realm of the mind, the body connection, because that's what time it is. I've been recently the bodybuilding, the dynamic bodybuilding. That's what I've been promoting recently, is the dynamic bodybuilding. How it connects, how we connect, how we utilize in our body, what we put in our body. How it produces what we want it to produce when we're putting the right things in it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what's important about reading. That's what's important about finding better knowledge than what they're putting on television. All these shows that's keeping us occupied, keeping us domiciled, as they would say, keeping us gone, keeping us lost. And then what's funny about it, we'll look at somebody's, we'll look at these fake people on TV and literally think that would work in our lives, and then what it does is cause more issues, cause more confusion. I mean, think about it. These females, they're looking at these housewives and all this other crazy stuff, and they utilizing that energy, and then they post it on Facebook, and then they wonder why when they're older, in their 30s, 40s, and sometimes younger now, they're being single, they're being alone. You know what I'm saying? Brothers don't want to mess with them, and vice versa. It's vice versa, and that goes across the board. Males, females, whatever you want to go with it. You know what I'm saying? I know I'll probably get a whole bunch of hits on that. But my point is, that's an understanding what's really going on out here. We tend to scrape stuff too much under the rug, man. I mean, and some things got to be straight up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't got time to be beating around the bush. Too old for that. You feel what I'm saying? We getting older. We're not getting younger. But at the same time, you still can stay young within your pineal gland or within your body system. You feel what I'm saying? That's key. If you're eating all this pork and all this other stuff, now we know for years. The black folks been knowing for years. Or the Nakush people. That's the new phrase, the Nakush people. And that's from my brother Nazir. Yes, sir. We coming off Nakush. The Nakush people have been educated enough that we know pork is bad for the people, for the health. You see it all through the church. That's what's sad about it. You see it all through the church, and then we wondering why diabetes, glaucoma, all these other issues, obesity, all these other issues, and I don't want to get all up into that, but these are issues that need to be alleviated. These issues need to be, taken care of. And if that's the case, what this Agenda 21 they doing here, that might be the solution. The 500 million might be the solution. We don't know, because see, this is key thing. We got to understand, we got to get back on track with the planet, or with the universe in general. We got to get back on track, because we sure ain't on track. When we got too much drama, we asking for too much assistance from somebody who don't have the money, people. The dollar bill is no longer, it's a fiat currency. Come on, and y'all can go back to my little emails or videos back in the day when I was talking all that sovereignty stuff and this and that and constitution. And hey, and this is for you government officials out there. I'm not a constitutionalist. You feel me? I'm not a constitutionalist. So take me off your list. And I know I'm on your list, but take me off your list and all that, because I don't even get down like that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about representing mine, me and mine, protecting me and mine. And protecting me and mine meaning protecting the universe. You feel what I'm saying? I'm part of the universe. You know what I'm saying? The universe loves me. I love the universe. So we're going to make this happen. That's a bond that no man, no woman can break. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you may can kill the body, but you can't kill the soul. Listen to Pac. Tupac was a no joke. He was connected, man. He was connected, but he did have issues. He was keeping a few things undercover. You feel what I'm saying? Under the cloak. Like they doing in the Illuminati and all these other different societies y'all want to claim that's hard. And they putting up all these signs and, you know, doing this and doing that and that. All that crap. All it is crap. Especially if they don't got no meaning behind it. Because see, once upon a time, these had meanings. You know, spiritual meanings. They actually gave vibrations that connected you to the universe, to connect the one. You remember how them brothers used to get busy? Okay, y'all remember the Last Dragon when the brother had the whole glow on the body? You feel me? The whole glow. That's what it used to do. Yes, sir. When you used to take that unk and use that energy and put it back, huh? And bring it back to you. Go check out the video. They got plenty of videos out there, y'all. I don't even need to go there. But it's all love, peace, and happiness. Hey, those of you who's interested in this class I'm hosting, and it's a free class, the sales tip right here. This is the sales. It's a free class that's going to enable you. I'm utilizing yoga and calisthenics and bridging the gap between those and utilizing those to help mind-body connection. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. Mind-body connection. And basically I'm going to be utilizing some meditation techniques as well. So those of you who are serious, because eventually what I'm doing is actually doing a 8-week session. You know what I'm saying? Those gonna actually have a cost associated with it, but get at me if you're interested in that, and you know how to get to me. I'm online. Look, I got all my information online, so you don't have no problem getting in contact with me. I keep it real with you. You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing you're gonna get from me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't got time to be BSing and going around the bush and doing this and trying to sell you this. No, this is what we doing. This is what time it is. It's about empowerment. It's about empowerment, taking it to the next level, utilizing it, and giving it away. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what I'm selling you. I'm selling you me. I'm selling you my personality. I'm selling you my energy. I'm selling you here what you should take. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? You can have it. Because it's yours to have. Utilize me. Utilize this energy. You know, I'm down with it. I want to help. I want to help you to get concepts where we can sit down, put this think tank together, where we can actually put elements together and make movements. Start taking back our neighborhoods. Start taking back our communities. Start taking back our school systems. Start taking back our Trayvon Martins, huh? Start taking back, our gun rights. Oh, that brother's talking about gun rights now. Whew, I know I'm getting a whole bunch of hits, but it's an understanding. I'm from Alaska. What you think? I camp and all that. I do all that stuff. That's part of life. You should be in that survival mode. Period. You should have that background, period, regardless of how you look at it. This is what time it is. This is how life is lived. You see what I'm saying? This is how life is lived. If you can't survive, what are you doing on this planet? Because basically that's what we're tested to do. When we come here time and time again, we keep reincarnating because of what? Because the seasons keep reincarnating. That leaf on that tree sitting outside your door or outside your facilities or wherever you may be at is going to produce another leaf. And that leaf going to fall and it's going to come back again. Huh? It's gonna come back again. So I'm telling you, that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna keep evolving. They said the Earth is about 4 billion years old or more. They said that hundreds of years ago. Now we're gonna add another billion up on there. You feel what I'm saying? 5 billion years. So the concept is you. The concept is me. The concept is us. How can we relate? Us, gravitate, love, utilizing that energy, focusing that energy on Facebook, focusing that energy on Twitter. Stop allowing these so-called celebrities, you know, and don't take me wrong, there's some beautiful celebrities out there. They can be the fakest, you know, fake looking, got all the hips, chips, the whole nine, look beautiful, but at the same time, they're manipulating you. They're taking you out of your concept. Yeah, I'm talking about Jay-Z. Yeah. Because you know him, y'all up on him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all up to, y'all dick riding for real. For real. Dick riding didn't exist, what, 20 years ago? That was unheard of. Yeah, you might have liked an artist, but you wasn't all on them like that. Come on. Regardless of the money status, regardless of the status, who's a woman is, and whatever the case may be, you got to realize there are people out there manipulating you. Just like my brother, and I love him dearly, Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? He was in the society too. Bill Cosby in the society too. They don't allow you to get that high in this society unless you're doing certain traits or unless you're doing certain elements. So come on, people, let's get the reality check. Step back, start watching these go back to the old school. Listen to what they saying. Listen. You know, Pop dropping it down. All these brothers was dropping it down. Literally, when you listening to all them brothers who's in them higher levels, what is the first thing they say? It's so funny, you can hear this all day, but all of them say, we got somebody else's living inside me, and he's just evil. I don't know what he is. That's that alter ego. That's, well, it's funny too, because that, remember the little devil and God, you know, the angels, right? The good and bad angels they used to put on there. See, that's that duality within you, within your soul. That's what's so cool about good and bad and good, right and wrong. You feel what I'm saying? You make me go. No. But my point is, understand, relate, be aware. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time for this and this to open now. And it's time for open. And matter of fact, all your chakras should be open. Soon as all our chakras start getting open, you know what I'm saying? Then we can start taking back what's ours. The people. The people is the government. Not the government servants. You feel me? They servants. Obama is the servant. So Obama over here advocating like he doing some things. I'm going to do the Obamacare and I'm going to do this and do that. But he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. It's the people behind him. You know, the 1%ers, when they paying, you know, they bought out. They got the Democrats and the Republicans. Come on, they gonna give you Jeb Bush this next time, this next election. And your girl, now, and Hillary Clinton. But then your other brother, Ben Carson, gonna be running too. So it's gonna be interesting. But my point is, they already bought their candidates. So they're already getting you ready, getting you prepared to go vote. Go vote. Now, hey, I challenge anybody out there to go look at the voting rights prior to 1800. Okay, prior to 1800, go check out the voting rights and see how they manipulated and changed the whole election process. Go check that out, and then come back to me and ask me if I vote. Why I don't vote. That's it, and this is for all the people who's advocating that too. Oh, vote! It's ours, right? It's ours. No, that was a right. It was a right. So go check it out. Don't listen to a word I said on here. Go look it up for yourself. That's all I challenge you. Go look it up for yourself. That's what it's gonna be. This challenge 2015 is going to do your own homework. Do your own homework. Take the time to listen, to look deeper. As Alice said, the hole is deep. Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. And they ain't no joke, because I do revise some of them old school movies too. Wizard of Oz. You can't fight the feeling, but you got to go back. Visit those movies. These movies are telltale signs. I mean, we have Spielberg and all these brothers. They on point. I mean, come on, Star Wars. George Lucas. He's telling you, you're the Star Wars. You're Luke. You're Luke Skywalker. You know, the Force. May the Force be with you. I'm out.